So you think the story is heading one way, you follow the thread, and you end up in a completely different place.
I like it when a story does that, at least when it's well handled, and you can look back and see the actual path you were on this whole time. We've reached the season's halfway mark, and it certainly seems like the story's finally strapped on some boosters. I didn't expect Day to get away with his escape, though. Well, Demerzel felt he would be of no threat to her or the Cleon line.
So she's not going to get back the very special tool he stole?
I'm sure she intends to in time, but right now, there are more pressing matters.
You mean Dawn?
Well, it's not every Cleon who manages to escape the clutches of Empire, although he may be starting to regret his decision.
That is, if it was his decision.
Indeed. How do you know if your thoughts are your own when Gale is around?
And she seemed pretty cocky about her deceptive and persuasive abilities. You know, about that, I know she has all these powers now, but where does she get them from? She only just started being properly aware of them last season, but she's now so much more powerful, and she's only been awake 1 week or two every year out of the last 150. How did she learn all those skills and master them so fast?
I agree, she is way too overpowered. She's like a super Jedi. Although, it does explain how she can so easily move from place to place and even planet to planet without ever being detected.
It's just too much, man.
Well, don't forget she needs to face the mule, and he's pretty overpowered too.
Isn't he just, even without his balladeer? He fully expected Empire to blockade Kaglan, and as a famous admiral once said,
"It's a trap!"
It was a double trap mine. The way Gale tricked Dawn was pretty devious.
Don't feel too sorry for Dawn. Don't be taken in by his youthful, innocent exterior. On the inside, he's a Cleon, days away from descending to the middle throne. Remember how ruthless Season 1's Day was? That's who he is. He's a tyrant. He's powerful and resourceful, and he does not hesitate.
And it's caused his undoing.
No, his trust in Gale did that. But I don't get it though. How does weakening Empire make the mule easier to defeat? Yes, by comparison, Foundation is now more powerful, but that's only because the power in the galaxy has gone down, not because Foundation is stronger than it was just the day before. I'd say the mule is now much more powerful now thanks to Gale's actions.
Who are you to question psycho history?
A viewer with an analytical mind, that's who.
You raise a good point, McCluck. We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. Meanwhile, it seems Pritchard's bitten off way more than he could chew, and he's now in the clink.
Oh, you think that's the end of him?
I doubt it. There's still 5 episodes to go.
And still no Harry Seldon.
This is turning into a very Harry-light season for sure.
Well, we do have a lot of characters to keep track of, like Torrin Mallow and his husband.
You mean his wife?
Remembering the proper terms of an ancient forgotten custom can be tricky.
Yeah, that was a fun and brief moment of levity in an otherwise pretty dark story.
And we learned Torrin didn't just bask in his family's wealth, he earned his way up, and so did Beta.
Interesting, hey? How learning he's not a spoiled brat since birth makes him a much more rounded and likable character.
Oh, and it looks like you were wrong, McCluck. The mule didn't put a tracking device on Torrin's ship after all. It was a genuine attempt to bring the ship down.
You win some, you lose some, although it's remarkable how way more damaged the ship is now.
Especially after being shot down by the only planet within its reach.
Family reunions are often volatile.
I have a feeling his uncle will prove useful in the not-too-distant future.
For now, it looks like Gale's plan worked.
Except it wasn't the plan Don thought he was following.
He has been royally played.
More like imperially played.
But doesn't that mean Seldon giving Demerzel the prime rating last season was a mistake? With it, she was able to keep Empire stronger than anticipated. I didn't think he made mistakes.
Seems even digital humans are only human.
I must say, it was quite impressive how Dawn was played. I didn't see it coming.
Well, we're only halfway through the season. The mule couldn't have been defeated so easily. This is more like the Empire Strikes Back phase of the story.
Speaking of, anyone else think this story has a strong Star Wars feel?
The Foundation saga inspired so many sci-fi stories that came after it, Gigi. Plus, the galactic scope of these events makes it hard not to find similarities.
And then there's the ending.
It's a good cliffhanger. How did it happen? How did Demerzel know where the beggar was?
As Mas Kanata once said,
Good question. For another time.
Hopefully this show will provide us with the answers we seek.
this story isn't written by J.J. Abrams, so chances are we will be getting some.
You mean, how did Gale get a zygote from Salvor?
What?
A fertilized egg, Gigi. It's a weird and unexpected reveal, to be sure. That came out of nowhere.
Do you think she'll end up looking like Salvor herself? Do you expect us to see her grow into a full adult when she's not even an embryo? It feels like this story's designed to take place over a few days. We ain't gonna have time for that.
That's certainly how it's been playing up to now, but for the mule to conquer Empire, we'll surely need more than a few days. Perhaps we'll get some kind of time jump soon?
At this rate, with Day, AWOL, and Dawn floating in space, I fully expect Dusk to have a bit of a life extension.
Unless Demoiselle decants another Dawn and Day.
All that's for another time. Until then, I thought this was a very good episode, the best of the season so far in fact, with a good number of well-crafted twists and turns. I'm awarding Where Tyrants Spend Eternity 3 paws. But tell me, what do you think of this episode? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you like what we do,
And how we do it,
And you feel you'd like to help us out,
please consider joining our Patreon. As long as you can afford it, of course.
we'll leave a link to it in the description and pinned comment.
thanks for watching. And until then, live long and...
It's a trap! Don't feel too sorry for Dawn.